Hi, my name is Dylan Fluelling. I'm a senior exercise and sport physiology student at Plymouth State University. This video is a guide to a brief trunk stability and core routine that's designed for runners, but that can be applied to any individual. We're going to cover 7 exercises. We'll talk about how to perform each exercise and what specific muscles we're targeting. The main intent here is to strengthen some commonly injury-prone areas so you never have to sit on the sidelines for a race or a training session. So once we're proficient with these movements, it should take no more than 5 to 8 minutes to complete, and this routine should be worked into your training schedule 2 to 3 times per week. Okay, so our first movement in our trunk and core stability routine is going to be our physio ball push-up plus. So we're obviously going to need a physio ball for this, and what we're going to do is we're going to rest our belly on the ball, and we're going to have our hands pointed down the ball, and we can control our stability by how wide we put our feet. So the closer your feet are together, the harder this will be. And basically we're going to do a push-up, and then we're going to get to that push-up position, and we're going to go into our plus position by kind of extending our shoulders. And then we're going to go down slowly until we just touch the ball with our belly, push back up. This is really going to work our lumbar and our thoracic region. The physio ball requires us to add in some stability. So we'll shoot for about 10 reps of that. And that's going to be our first exercise. Alright, so now we can roll our physio ball out of the way, and we're going to do our hip thrusts or our glute bridges. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have about 90 degrees at our knees, and then we're going to also have 90 degrees at our ankles, so our toes will be off the ground. And we just put our hands down at our sides, and we're going to slowly raise our glutes until we have a nice straight line all the way from our shoulders up through our knee. So you're going to feel this mostly in our glutes and our hamstrings. It's going to really help strengthen these areas. And so we're going to just do 20 of these, nice and slowly and controlled. When we go down, when we bring our glutes down to the ground, we want to keep our pelvis tilted up and forward so we can have a nice flat back. We shouldn't be able to fit our hand under there. So we'll do 20 of these. We'll progress to eventually doing 2 sets of 20. If this is too easy, we can progress it by putting a band around our knees. And with this band around our knees, we'll do the same motion, but we'll keep some tension on it. And again, nice and slow and controlled. And keeping that tension will really emphasize working on your hamstrings and even the external rotators in the hips. Exercises are going to be our side lying adductors and abductors. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to lay on our side. We can rest our head right on our arm. And so for our side lying abductors, abductors, what we're going to do is we're just going to take that top leg and we're going to raise it slowly up as high as we can, and you're going to feel this right over the top in your abductors. Slowly lower it, and then we'll repeat this 15 times on each side. So we'll do it with the right leg, we'll switch to our left leg. You want to keep this nice and controlled, and you're really going to feel that movement once you get higher up in the rep range. If this is too easy, we can progress it by adding a nice light band. But we're going to put this band by the knees. And it's going to add some extra resistance. Nice and slow up, slow down. So again, we're shooting for 15 of these. That focuses on our abductors. And then we can do side lying adductors, adductors. And we'll do this. We'll take our top leg and place it over the top, put our foot on the ground, and then with our lower leg, we're just going to raise it up as high as we can, bring it back down without letting it touch the ground, and we'll go up again. Again, we'll do this for 15 reps. It's going to work on your adductors. We can progress this. If we have an ankle weight, we can put it around our ankle. It's going to add a little more resistance to the movement. It's really important to work on these adductors and abductors because these are muscle groups that are really susceptible to breaking down, especially during the long stages of a race, specifically trail races. Our next exercise is a staple of any core routine. It's our front plank or our front pillar bridge. So we're going to do this on our forearms, and what we're going to do is we're just going to get down on our forearms. We want to focus on keeping a nice straight line from our shoulders all the way to our heels. And so on our forearms, pointing our toes forward and really holding that core nice and tight. Should be in a nice rigid position. It's going to work our core muscles, but also our biceps and our anterior shoulders. So we should be able to do this for 30 to 90 seconds, depending on our ability level, and really want to push ourselves and try to progress from week to week. Once we're done with our front plank, we'll move on to the side plank variation. So what we'll do here is up on one forearm and on the edge of our same foot as that forearm, we're just going to push up into that nice rigid position, again keeping our pelvis tucked under. This is going to work some of our lateral core muscles, so our transverse abdominis. We're going to feel this in our shoulder, maybe a little bit in our bicep, but also the hip stabilizer muscles, and it's going to actually give us, if we stay up on the edge of our foot, help develop a little bit of ankle strength. We'll do this 20 to 60 seconds per side, again depending on your individual ability level, and try to progress this week to week as well. Sticking with the theme of working the transverse abdominis and our oblique muscles, we're going to do our side crunches. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get back into a similar position as we were with our hip thrusts, but then we're going to take our one leg and cross it over, and we're going to lay down on the ground and take the opposite arm to the leg that's bent and put your hand up by your head, causing your elbow to bend. Keep our pelvis nice and tilted forward so that, again, our back is flat on the ground. We can't fit our hands under there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to initiate this movement, really important, focus on initiating this movement with the core itself. So we don't want to be initiating it with our thoracic region or our upper body. We want to be thinking about it, initiating it from our transverse abdominis. Transverse abdominis is a really important muscle for holding together running form and to just all around general posture and health. So what we're going to do is 30 seconds to 60 seconds each side. We're going to just go up and opposite. We want to really focus on getting our upper body off the ground. Again, initiating that movement with your core. We'll do 30 to 60 seconds, and we want to bring that elbow up to the knee as close as possible. Once we're done 30 to 60 seconds, we'll switch and do it on the opposite side. Again, getting that upper body off the ground as high as possible. Really initiating that movement from the core. Our last exercise features the physio ball again. This is our physio ball rollout. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in our plank position on the physio ball, forearm plank, and we're going to get up into that plank position, and for 30 seconds we're just going to roll out and then roll back in. Out as far as we can go, roll back in. So you should be off the ball with everything except for your forearms and elbows. And we're going to get out as far as we can. It's going to work on our rectus abdominis and all of those core muscles. Keeping a nice tight core and nice posture. Again, want to be able to draw a straight line from our shoulders all the way down to our heels. We'll start with 30 seconds if we can do that. But again, we'll try to progress this like our other movements from week to week. Adding this routine into your training schedule will help strengthen some major stabilizer muscles in an effort to help prevent injury, as well as strengthen the core, which can lead to better running economy and all around better posture. So feel free to make any adaptations to this routine that you see fit. We want to really take this to be your own and work on your individual weaknesses.